Hello, my name is Samuel Morin. I'm a researcher in Météo France. I work in Grenoble in the mountains, and we have developed a tool to map and to visualize the impact of climate change on the conditions of the snowpack in the mountains, with and without snowmaking, with and without grooming. That is something that is relevant for the impact of climate change on ski tourism in the mountains of Europe. Here I'm giving a very short tour of what the application is capable of. So it starts with a map with different levels of elevation. Here we start with 1,000 meters. Of course, we can change that to different elevation. Here I can change to 1,500 meters, for instance, and this will be updated. And you can see that different regions pop up depending on the topography. So here we show the number of days with snow depth above a given threshold, and here the threshold is 5 centimeters for the year, and it's only for natural snow, and this is for the recent past. And this is for the mean values. So of course, it would take quite some time to go into the details of all those different things. So I will focus on a few key elements. The main key elements is that you can navigate into the future using climate change scenarios. So if I compare already to the end of the century situation, and I visualize that, and this is for a given scenario, a given emission pathway. Here it's RCP 8.5, which is considered the business as usual situation. Here we can map the number of days where there is more than 5 centimeters on the ground on flat terrain at a given elevation. And this is only for natural snow. And of course, we can compute what would be the situation with grooming and snowmaking, which is what we call here managed snow. And here, if we visualize, we see that the values are different because there is more snow when you use the grooming and the snowmaking technology. And this is only the mean, but of course, you can compute different values because snow is highly variable from year to year. And the system makes it possible to compute not only the mean, but also the values that you encounter on average every 5 years under the worst case situations. So again, this is for number of days above a given threshold. This can be computed for the entire year. It can also be computed for the Christmas period or for the Parusimi period in early December, which is critical for the operation of some ski resorts in Europe. And of course, we have different thresholds for those indicators, which you can use and which provide information about number of days above a given threshold here for Christmas. Of course, you can navigate the tool. You can plot also temperature. You can plot precipitation. You can plot the amount of snowmaking that corresponds to the indicator that we find, the end and start date, the start and end date for the snow season. And this altogether provides an integrated vision at the regional scale of the impact of climate change on snow conditions in the mountains of Europe, which then can be used to start conversations about the impact of climate change on ski tourism. And hopefully in the future, people will actually look into the details of this application and would be a guiding information, a decision aiding support for making more informed decisions about the development of tourism in the mountains of Europe, complementing other sources of information, complementing other items, other questions and other considerations that you have to account for. But climate is, of course, one of the drivers for snow conditions in the mountains, and we've provided a tool that gives information about it. So I hope you enjoy navigating the tool. And of course, if you have questions and if you have feedback, we'll be very happy to hear about you. Thank you very much.